There are dogs that make me think this one is going to live a long life. Hi, I'm Hachi, a veterinarian. Today, we're talking about the secrets shared by dogs that live long lives. Dogs that make it past 15 have a lot of things in common. Today, I'll count these down, 15 of them, from number 15 to number 1. If you want your dog to live a long life, count how many apply to you, and please stay with me to the end. Longevity secret number 15, daily walks. A walk isn't just time spent walking. It has a lot to do with how long your dog stays healthy. Sniffing around everywhere is how dogs gather information, and it's important time for them. For us, it's like reading the paper or checking the news on your phone. So a walk where you let your dog sniff at their own pace is good for the body and good for the brain. There are also reports that dogs who get more exercise keep better mental sharpness as they age. It doesn't have to be a long walk. Just try to let them smell the outside world every day. Longevity secret number 14, a healthy weight. A lot of you probably feel that a little chubby is kind of cute. But there's a clear connection between weight and lifespan. One report found that dogs kept at a healthy body condition lived about 1.8 years longer than slightly chubby dogs. For a dog, 1.8 years is like about 7 years for us, so that's a huge difference. There are 2 ways to check your dog's body condition. First, when you run your hand along their back and sides, can you feel the ribs under a thin layer of fat? Second, when you look at your dog from above, can you see a clear waist? With fluffy dogs, you can't tell just by looking, so always check with your hands. And weigh your dog once a month, too. For a small dog, even half a pound is like several pounds for a person. Having the numbers written down helps you catch it early, whether they're putting on weight or losing it from illness. Longevity secret number 13, staying hydrated. Dogs on mostly dry food tend to take in less water each day than dogs on wet food. When dogs don't get enough water, their urine becomes concentrated and urinary stones can form more easily. So just drinking plenty of water helps prevent stones. You can usually tell whether they're drinking enough by the color of their urine. Dark yellow is a sign they need more water. Try putting water bowls in a few different spots around the house. Softening dry food with warm water is another good way to do it. On the other hand, if your dog is gulping down way too much water, something else may be going on, so have your vet take a look. Longevity secret number 12, yearly prevention. Heartworm is a disease where a single mosquito bite can leave worms living in the blood vessels of the lungs and in the heart. And it can almost always be prevented with a simple monthly medication. Some of the infections ticks carry can spread to people and can be life-threatening. So protecting your dog also protects your family. Honestly, prevention is pretty unglamorous. Nothing looks any different when you do it, and nothing goes wrong today if you skip it. But the owners of dogs that live a long time keep up this unglamorous routine every single year. Preventing a disease is much easier on your dog's body and on your wallet than treating one. Writing the dates on your calendar keeps you from forgetting. Longevity secret number 11, a good place to sleep. Dogs spend more than half the day sleeping, but most of it is light sleep. A little noise or someone walking by, and they're awake again. That's exactly why it matters so much whether they have a spot where they can sleep deeply without being disturbed. Ideally, a quiet spot away from your home's main foot traffic. Right next to the TV or beside a busy hallway, they can't really relax and doze off. If your household stays up late, pay a little attention to the lights, too. Nobody sleeps well in a bright room, right? The better a dog sleeps, the better their body recovers. Tonight, take a look at where your dog is sleeping. Longevity secret number 10, spaying and neutering. Spaying and neutering don't just prevent unwanted litters. They can also help prevent certain diseases. Whether to spay or neuter your dog is up to you, and even worldwide, there's still no final answer on what's right. That said, speaking as a veterinarian, I believe the health benefits often make it the better choice. For females, the scary one is pyometra, a life-threatening infection where pus fills the uterus. It's very common in older females, and by the time it's found, emergency surgery isn't unusual at all. If she's been spayed, this disease is almost entirely prevented. Early spaying is also thought to reduce the risk of mammary tumors. In males, neutering helps prevent testicular tumors and certain prostate problems. In the exam room, I run into moments again and again where I think, if only this had been done when they were young. On the other hand, surgery carries anesthesia risk, and dogs do gain weight more easily afterward. There are also reports that spaying or neutering too early increases joint problems, and the best timing varies by breed. If you're not planning to breed, talk with your own vet about whether to do it and when. Longevity secret number 9. A little fun every day. Meals, walks, playtime, treats. Dogs that can end the day thinking, "Today was fun," stay mentally sharp and emotionally healthy. Fun and excitement are good stimulation for the brain, and they're thought to slow the decline of mental function. What I'd recommend is games that use their nose. Hide treats around the room and let them search for them. It's called nose work. Using their nose gives a dog's brain a real workout. If you set aside a little of that day's food to use as the treats, you don't have to worry about weight either. Changing your walking route now and then, so your dog can discover new smells, is another great option. Even a dog who can't walk anymore gets plenty of stimulation just riding in a stroller and smelling the outside air. So please, give your dog a life with some stimulation in it. Longevity secret number 8. Food that matches their age. Are you still feeding the same food you picked out back when they were a puppy? A growing teenager and a grandfather shouldn't be eating the same meals, right? It's the same for dogs. Young dogs need energy to grow, but once they become seniors, the balance of nutrients they need changes. Some dogs need their protein kept up so they don't lose muscle, and others need it adjusted for their kidneys. By the way, when you switch foods, mix the new one in a little at a time over about a week. If you change it all at once, a lot of dogs end up with an upset stomach. As for what's right for your dog, ask your own vet at your next checkup. My dog is already 10. Is it too late to start now? I get that question a lot. The short answer is, no, it's not too late. Weight management, dental care, mental stimulation, they all help, no matter what age you start. In fact, I know plenty of dogs who turned their lifestyle around as seniors and became noticeably more energetic. And from here, the second half is full of things that surprisingly few people know. So please stay with me to the end. Longevity secret number 7. Being comfortable with handling. Just being okay with being touched changes how early illness gets found. First, it makes a difference at the animal hospital. When a dog is comfortable being handled, exams and tests go smoothly, so we can give them a truly thorough check. With a dog who struggles, the exam ends up being the bare minimum. And at home, petting them every day is how you notice, wait, there's a lump right here. What I'd recommend is practicing while they're relaxed, gently touching around the mouth, the ears, and the paws. Having strangers hand them a treat so they learn to like people is another good idea. This kind of practice really changes how your dog behaves at the clinic. Longevity secret number 6. Not being too fearful. Following on from the last one, this is another one about personality. It might surprise you, but personality and lifespan are connected. In a study based on owner surveys, dogs who were afraid of strangers were reported to live somewhat shorter lives than dogs who weren't. When fear and anxiety go on, stress hormones stay elevated, and that's thought to gradually strain the heart and immune system. It's just their personality, nothing to be done. That's how it feels, right? But there are things you can do. Don't force them to get used to the things that scare them. Instead, give them a safe place to retreat to. On days with thunder or fireworks, Just staying with them in a quiet room helps them settle. If a dog gets so frightened that they panic, medication can make it easier for them. You can't get stress down to zero, but you can bring it down. If you think your dog might be a nervous one, it may be worth talking to your vet about it. The top 5 are where the biggest differences show up between dogs that get them and dogs that don't. Longevity secret number 5, watching them every day. The owners of dogs that live a long time all have this in common. They look at their dog closely every single day. They ate a little slower than usual today. The color of the poop is a bit off. It feels like they're drinking more water. They really do catch these small changes. In the clinic, there are owners who notice that something's off and bring their dog in surprisingly early. Dogs from those homes get treated while the illness is still mild. You don't need to do anything special. Just try giving your dog a little more of your attention than usual. That alone is enough for you to start noticing changes. Longevity secret number 4, dental care. It's said that about 80% of dogs over the age of 3 have gum disease, or are well on their way to it. In other words, if you do nothing, getting gum disease is the normal outcome. And gum disease isn't a disease of the mouth alone. Bacteria from inflamed gums get into the bloodstream, and links to heart and kidney disease have been pointed out. Daily brushing is ideal, but it's hard to start there, so let's work up to it a little at a time. Start with practicing touching around the mouth. Once they're comfortable with that, wrap some gauze around your finger and rub their teeth. The toothbrush can come after that. Keep it up with the attitude that getting one tooth a day done is a job well done. Longevity secret number 3, getting praised a lot. Praise makes them live longer? I know, that's what you're thinking. But there's real science behind this one. When the owner they love praises them or pets them gently, a dog's body releases oxytocin, the so-called happiness hormone. Oxytocin holds down stress hormones and calms the heart rate. The exact opposite of what we talked about with fearful dogs is happening inside their body. So the more a dog gets praised, the longer these calm stretches of time last. Scolding them for mischief now and then is fine. Just praise them many times more often than you scold them. When they get it right, celebrate almost too much. That alone lets your dog spend every day feeling safe. Longevity secret number 2, regular checkups even without symptoms. Go to the vet when they're perfectly fine. If that's what you just thought, this part is for you. The kidneys and liver often show no symptoms at all until the disease is quite advanced. A disease found after symptoms show up and a disease found at a checkup leave you with completely different treatment options. As a guide, once a year for young dogs, and twice a year once they're past 7. 6 months for a dog is about 2 years for us. So even twice a year is really not too often. It's precisely because dogs can't speak that these regular checkups matter so much. So that you can say with confidence, my dog is healthy, I really encourage you to make checkups a habit. Alright, next is finally number 1. This is the thing I most want to tell you today as a veterinarian. Longevity secret number 1, an owner who adores them. Is that all? Is that what you're thinking? But think back on the 14 we've covered so far. Weighing them, watching how much they drink, brushing their teeth, noticing the small changes. Every single one of them is something you can't keep up unless you love your dog. When I think in the exam room, this one is going to live a long life. It's not because the owner has skill or knowledge. It's when I can feel how much they truly love this dog. Because you love them, you watch them closely. Because you watch them closely, you notice early. And because you catch things early, it leads to a longer life. And for the dog, living peacefully with the person they love is the greatest happiness there is. You don't need to overthink any of this. Just keep loving that dog of yours. Of the 15 we talked about today, I believe that's the most important secret of a long life. So what did you think? Dogs that live a long time really do have things in common. Alright, let's go back over today's 15. Number 15, daily walks. Number 14, a healthy weight. Number 13, staying hydrated. Number 12, yearly prevention. Number 11, a good place to sleep. Number 10, spaying and neutering. Number 9, a little fun every day. Number 8, food that matches their age. Number 7, being comfortable with handling. Number 6, not being too fearful. Number 5, watching them every day. Number 4, dental care. Number 3, praising them often. Number 2, regular checkups. And number 1, loving your dog. So, how many apply to you? If 10 or more apply to your dog, you're doing a great job. Be proud of that. If it was fewer, just pick one that looks doable and start there. If you'd like, let me know in the comments how many applied to you. On this channel, I share information to help your dog stay healthy and live well. Subscribe so you don't miss anything. Let's keep learning together. Thanks so much for watching.